Hey, what's up? I've got some more lore content for you guys. The patch 3.4.0 notes just dropped, and I'm really excited to see what the changes are going into next patch. The patch we're just now leaving was probably the most ranked I've played on a specific version of the game in a long time, so I should be able to provide context on how each change is going to affect the meta. This is also the first time I'm seeing these changes, so this will be my initial reaction and first impression of the game moving forward. Before I get into the patch notes, if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay up to date with my content. Our journey to 10k subs is still going strong, and I need all the support I can get, so it'd be awesome if you joined. This is the only channel where you can get my specific style of content and in-depth guides, so you won't regret subbing. I also stream on Twitch often, so check me out over there if you're looking for live gameplay of someone who's hit high master tier every season, and even hit rank 1 in NA a while back. With that, I hope you enjoyed this video. And let's get right into it. So on the top here, I do believe this is Shen maybe with a sword on his back. Is this a new skin? So we might also be getting skins because this is the Infernal skin line from League of Legends. So that's exciting. New cards. Wait, we're getting new cards just randomly in the patch notes? Oh, that's pretty cool. Is this the first time this has happened? I don't know. We're experimenting with a new approach to live balance this patch. In addition to the usual card updates, we've taken a holistic look at gameplay patterns that aren't easily or quickly addressable by changing existing cards. So instead we're adding a few new cards. That's really cool. Oh wow, new cards. So we should have like a couple new decks to play if they're trying to bump up existing strategies. This patch we took a look at regions that lack core tools to deal with wide boards. Oh no. Aggro is dying. Spiders are going to get avalanched by every region. Let's go. As well as elusives, leading to one-sided matchups against that archetype, and we've created a new spell card for each of them to help shore up that weakness. Piltover and Zon, Targon, Shurima. Oh, everyone has Avalanche, I bet. Alright. Desert Duel, 3-mana slow speed spell for Shurima. Give an enemy -2 this round. An ally and the enemy strike each other. Do you get to choose the ally? Probably, right? That's pretty good. It's basically single combat +1 and it's slow speed. This is a fair spell actually. That's okay. It's 3 mana. While we have some other changes in this patch to help Shurima handle multiple enemies, Shurima has always been reliant on vulnerable to address single targets. That's a strong game plan when you can attack, but we felt they needed a tool that could also work on defense rounds. Okay, I think this is a pretty fair card, yeah, all things considered. Single combat +1 mana, but it's slower speed. And okay, sure. I like that. Oh, a little video for it. See how it works. Alright. Okay, you do get to pick the ally. Nice. So LeBlanc is just gonna strike that for free. Pop, pop. Alright. That's really cool. Also like the little video showcase. That helps a lot for clarity. So that's really cool. Targon spell. Celestial Wander, 5 mana fast speed, stun 2 enemies. Wow. Targon is great at creating large single threats, but can struggle with wider boards. While we don't want to change that identity entirely, we did want to give them an option for slowing down multiple attackers so that their slower gameplay has a chance. So it's like Crescent Strike, but +2 mana to increase the speed to fast. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think 5 mana is fine. Isn't like the Vhagar spell also 5 mana, and it does usually more than this against aggro? Okay, I mean, I think this is a fine card. I don't really mind spending 5 mana stunning 2. At any given moment, they could also spend 5 mana to heal 4 from Star Shaping, which is like a decimate level of heal. This is probably going to prevent around 4 damage as well against aggro, sometimes maybe 6. So it doesn't make that much more of a difference, so that's okay. I don't mind this card existing. These are, at the very least, reasonable cards to add. Okay, really cool against Ahri. I like that. Oh, Yasuo card. It is a stun, yeah. So you could whip this in Leona and Yasuo deck. Okay. Rocket Barrage, slow speed P and Z card, 5 mana, deal 3 to an enemy and 1 to all other enemies. Wow. Wait, that's actually incredible. So this is probably 1 target for Ezreal, just the 3. Direct damage is meant to be a strength of Piltover and Zon, and while that was definitely the case for single targets, their AoE options were not living up to that dream. Rocket Barrage should help keep Piltover and Zon as a strong option to look towards when you want to be sure your deck can deal with a horde of little aggressors. Yeah, that's going to be a very good card against aggro. This is probably the best one, because you can reasonably run this in like Swain Ez, or like any other Ezreal list, any P and Z control, and just be happy about that. 5 mana, deal 3 to something, 1 to everything. That's really crazy. Because if you just float the first couple turns, I mean, you could play this early. This is not a turn 5 card. Because of spell mana, you can play this as early as turn 3 if you want, if you float the first couple turns. And that's really scary. Look, they're doing it to my spiders. My spiders are dying. Wow. Wait, was that 3? I don't know, that was probably a +1 for Ezreal. Okay. And that's it for the new cards. Now we're moving on to the updates. I don't want to spoil. Aphelios is getting a change though, uh-oh. As mentioned in the new card section, we want to make sure every region has some tools to deal with threats they might face. We also want to help out a couple of underutilized champions, give them some gentle adjustments. That being said, there are a few cards updated yet that we want to provide extra context on. Yordles and Arms. We work on these patches several weeks in advance, and we worked on this one earlier than usual due to our week out. Yordles and Arms wasn't seeing nearly as much play when the changes were locked. But we're watching it now. The new removal cards being added along with the other changes this patch should have an effect on Yordles and Arms efficacy as well, but we're keeping an eye on it. That is fine. Bandle Tree. We have changes planned for Bandle Tree to alleviate the lack of interactivity in its win condition, but the changes are more complex, so we have to target that for the next bounce patch. Okay. We're hoping that other cards around Yordles and Arms gets hit, and maybe that affects Bandle Tree as well. Other than that, let's get into the changes. Aphelios. Nightfall. Wait, Aphelios level 1. Aphelios isn't changing directly, but we're bundling these moon weapon updates in the changes. Oh, moon weapon changes. Okay. Gifts is going from 1 to 2. Okay. But all moon weapons are going back to 2 mana. Wow. Okay, Aphelios getting love again. He's actually gonna be played. Moving Aphelios' moon weapons to 3 mana helped contain him at the time, where he was dominating the meta, but as we've also adjusted other cards he works well with and the game has grown, we think moon weapons would be mostly safe at their original cost again, except for the fact that moon weapons are still going to be abused in, Ionia, right? With Dragonling Girl, she's still going to be crescendomed out, but this doesn't really make all that much of a difference. Summon a 2-cost follower from your deck. If it has Nightfall, activate it. Summon a 2-cost follower from your... Oh, that is going to change it. Let's go. Crescendum is dead. Summon a 2-cost follower from your regions. Let's go. No more Dragonling Girl. Let's go. This is the best change I've ever seen. Balance problem at any reasonable cost because of its ability to consistently retrieve a specific powerful 2-cost unit from the deck. While this did offer some interesting deck building challenges, it also limited our ability to make strong 2-cost followers in the future. Makes sense, yeah. Future-proofing the card, sure. Azir, oh! Oh, you summon 13 units, or landmarks. This is an interesting change. So instead of reverting his nerf to 10, they're just adding another condition. If you summon landmarks, we can level Azir. So that's really good for Sundisk, and it can also be used in Azir Aurelia with the Emperor Dice. It helps a tiny bit in Azir Aurelia, but it definitely helps a lot more in Sundisk. This is a huge change. This is the best change I could have asked for Sundisk, actually, in terms of Azir, because this keeps his power there instead of in Azir Aurelia. Azir's love of units and Shurima's love of landmarks led to some internal strife, especially in Shurima-only strategies. This change should help Azir players feel better about their board no matter how they're filling it. That's awesome. I love this change. He's going to naturally level so much easier in the variations of Sundisk that run Xerath and multiple landmark cards. This is amazing. Gnar is getting nerfed, as we thought. So going from a 4-3 to a 3-3, and from a 6-5 to 5-5, so just -1 attack. That's it? -1 attack? Okay. So he doesn't beat over 4 HP units as easily anymore. He has to attack a 3 HP unit. So I guess in the mirror match of Bandle Burn, Gnar cannot beat Ziggs on attack. That's kind of cool. he has to use some kind of spell to actually beat over 4 HP things. That's okay. You may have seen Gnar around Runeterra occasionally recently, and while we're happy to see newly released champs succeed, there can be too much of a good thing. We wanted to make a smaller change to tone him back without making him completely un-mega. I completely agree with that. I think it's a nice smack. I don't know how much it's going to change. I'll have to actually see it. But this is fine, all things considered. They're really light on this nerf. Really light. Pantheon going from a 4-2 to a 3-2, so -1 attack on him as well. So same change as Gnar, just -1 attack. Pantheon's been succeeding in a number of strategies, and with his new feline friend around, yeah, Yuumi, we felt he needed to pack a little less punch on his own. Okay, I don't think this changes all that much either. It's probably okay. Just a little smack as well. Everyone is getting the wrist smack this patch. Haiku going from 2-3 to 1-3, so same change, -1 attack. I guess that is the theme of this patch. Champion too strong, -1 attack, get smacked. Lurkers have been consistent force for a good bit of time, and while they aren't completely dominant, we think that taking a few teeth off the sharks could let other decks shine more. You can see the Xerside Dunebreaker change further along in the patch notes as another example. Got it. Okay, so they just require 1 extra turn of lurking to hit the same power that they used to, for the most part. Cool. Rumble, I've dealt 12 damage. I've seen allied Mecha Yordles deal 12 damage. What? While Rumble has been having some success on his own, his Mecha Yordle friends have spent most of their time on the scrap heap. We're giving several of the weaker mechs a tune-up and making sure Rumble plays more nicely with his Mecha Yordle pals. Okay, this is a really bad change. I've dealt 12 damage. I've seen allied Mecha Yordles deal 12. Wow. I don't like that at all. Okay. Little Dipper is getting some attack. Toon Hopper Mech is getting some attack. Trumpet Tetcher is getting some attack. Salty Spinner is getting 1 HP. Crasher is getting 1 attack. And he has to see the Mecha Yordle deal damage. So Rumble can die. He's never leveling in 1 turn now like he used to. It was a really cool effect. If you did like Rumble and then attack and then do Whirling Death or Bloody Business, he would strike, he would deal impact damage twice and hit exactly 12 and level up on turn 4 if he floated 3, which was awesome. This makes him a lot weaker and a lot slower. This turns him into a true mid-range tool where you want to sit on him on 4 and then develop on 5-6 and level him around there. Oof. I don't like that change. I think this is pretty bad. I don't like that at all. These cards are like pretty good now though, but there just aren't great Mecha Yordle synergies. I don't know. The deck feels a little weird. Like I play this deck pure Rumble Scion with Mecha Yordles, and I don't see this deck being as good as it was pre-patch, even with all the changes considered. Because I think the Rumble nerf is worse than how good the Mecha Yordle buffs are. Yeah. All right. Victor, level 1 Hex Core upgrade token. Hex Core upgrade now costs 0. Finally. I've been waiting for that. I think this is what's been needed for a while. Victor's machine evolution already asks a lot out of player. Between creating cards, playing slow spell, still managing to protect your machine overlord by taking the mana cost off of upgrade. We hope Victor can focus on the self-improvement without committing resources to the cause every turn. Yep, perfect. Great change for Victor. Alright, and that's it for champions. Xerside Dunebreaker. 3-6 to 3-5. Okay, -1 HP. On the Dunebreaker. Okay. Twisted Catalyzer going to 2-2. A little darkness hit. Alright. Much like Lurkers, Darkness has been a deck holding its own at the top of the meta for a long while without ever really taking over. So he's no longer a fearsome blocker. This is really good for spiders. We want to reduce their ability to trade off with aggressive minions while also progressing their late game evil plans. Yep. Okay, that's a good smack. Oh, Sergeant got nerfed. This is because of scouts. Back down to a 3-3. Why? Why did Sergeant get nerfed? Well, we're glad to see Vanguard Sergeant become more of a general use tool for Demacia. Access to a well-statted body and for Demacia was just too good to deal for scouts. We're turning this one back, but going to look at more changes to elites in a future patch. Aww. That's okay. I think we still run him. Probably, yeah. In scouts. It's just like, okay, now he dies to 3 damage removal spells and 3 attack units. Conchologist going to a 2-1. Wow, that's really rough. I like that. And Loping Telescope is going from a 2-mana 2-1 to a 3-mana 2-2. Wow, that's also a good nerf. Okay, I actually kind of like these. Darkness got smacked ×2. because Conchologist is a really core unit there. Bandle Burn also got hit, but not as big of a deal, so I don't mind this for my decks. Loping Telescope cost increase is pretty bad for them. While Bandle City is meant to be good at manifesting answers, these two were doing so at a remarkably efficient rate. Yeah, now Conjust can die to random one damage removal, and Loping Telescope costs more and is less efficient if used after Mayor. Okay. Petal Star. Deal 4 to an enemy that attacked this round or is stunned. Deal 5 to an enemy that is attacked. Oh wow, we're just buffing Petal Star. Okay. By 1 damage. I don't think this matters all that much. Okay. Quicksand. Give an enemy -4/0, disable its keywords. To give an enemy 4/0 or 2 enemies -2/0, disable their positive keywords this round. So Quicksand got a huge buff. This is amazing. Another good Sundisk change. I guess I'm maining Sundisk post-patch because this is just incredible. This is huge. This is an amazing defensive tool. It's basically Troll Chant, +1 mana, and get rid of keywords. So this is really good against elusives. It's good against Overwhelm. Anything that has multiple keywords like quick attacks, and you can just boom boom hit 2 things. Being able to have the choice is absolutely massive in a game like Legends of Runeterra. So this change is actually more relevant than people think. This is probably the biggest change in the patch. Besides like maybe the Azir change. This is huge. She Who Wanders. Obliterate all followers with 4 or less power. Obliterate all units with 4 or less power in play and in hands. Obliterate all followers, obliterate all units. So now it hits champions. Wow, okay. She Who Wanders, very strong control tool for Freljord. Play this on 10, or ramp up and play it earlier, and your opponent just loses the game. Okay. Sheriff Laureate Rose, 6/5, 7/6. Alright, I've never seen this card used. It's a good expedition card. Just getting +1/+1. That's really 6 mana, 7/6 cannot be slept on. These are some crazy stats. When I'm summon grant all enemies vulnerable. This is absolutely bonkers. Wait, why is this thing a 6 mana 7/6? For Bilgewater. That is huge. Wait, this is actually like probably better than Genevieve or Cythria sometimes. Grant all enemies vulnerable? That's incredible. This card should actually be run in Bilgewater. I'm not kidding. Just off of stats alone. And the vulnerable keyword is huge. Like, turn 6? Holy moly. Oh my god, Sharp Sight and Twin Disciplines nerfs. Give an ally 2/2 and I can block. Give an ally 1/2 and I can block. Wow, finally. Sharp Sight got hit. Give an ally 1/2. Twin Disciplines. Give an ally 3/0. Give an ally 2/0 or +3 HP. Oh, only to attack. But 3 HP. Twin Disciplines will now do Sharp Sight's job better. That's crazy. Give an ally, but it can't block elusive. Okay. Yeah, okay. These are nice hits. Sharp Sight is still going to be run in most Demacia strategies, as the 2 HP is pretty good, and blocking elusive is pretty good, but that +1 attack is actually going to matter a lot. This is also a nerf to Pantheon, so keep that in mind. It's also a nerf to Scouts. Twin Disciplines, nerf to any Ionia strategy. Feels good, man. As we're looking how to enable more interaction, we realize that these 2 premier combat tricks were a big part of what made it feel so hard to answer opposing threats. Yeah, for real. King Jarvan, okay. Going up to attack. Sure, we can play more elites, play some Garen Jarvan. This is pretty nice. I think Jarvan being a big body on his own as a 7 mana card definitely was needed. Having him be a 5/6 with tough is nice. This is good. The king has potent effect when his son is around, but hasn't been much of a ruler in his own right. With a little more power, he can do more. Yes, agree. This is a really good change. Make him a better body. Tattered Banner. Effect is no longer consumed by units that already have Challenger. Oh, that's good. This is a small change that should hopefully keep Valor from stealing Quinn's banner. Darn bird. That's funny. I didn't even know this was happening. I don't think I've ever seen that resolve. Sacred Protector. When I'm summoned, draw a Shen. Allies with barrier have double attack. Play, give an ally barrier, draw Shen. Allies with barrier have double attack. So now it also gives ally barrier on summon, just like Brightsteel Protector. That's pretty nice change. Don't really see this card too often, but in Shen mid-range decks, I think this is pretty high value. Just give it a free barrier effect. That's nice. Sigil Malice going from 4 to 3. So LeBlanc. This is pretty good in Ashe LeBlanc, so if you draw multiple copies, it's a 3-mana Mystic Shot instead of a 4-mana Mystic Shot. Sure. The reputation cost is still 1, so yeah, it just makes it to where it's a little bit easier to play if you open multiple LeBlancs. Calculate creations. Create an arm, gearhead, ballistic pot, knee android. Create an arm, okay, same cards, but grant it 1/1. Good change. This helps Victor. Flash Bomb Trap. Cards that previously planted Flash Bomb Traps in the top 10 now plant in top 8. So this will make Caitlyn decks a little bit more consistent. Affects Caitlyn, Sting Officer, Advanced Intel, Justice Rider, House Bump, Piltover, Peacemaker, various items, and powers in the Path of Champions. Cool. Flash Bombs are a potent part of the trap strategy, but shuffling them into a larger pool of cards could often leave you wondering where all those traps actually went. This change should let your bombs pay off more consistently. Agree. I think this is a fine change. Kate Timo. Little bump. Little nice. Careful Preparation. I've never seen this card. What? To play, place a card from your hand into your deck. Predict, then create an exact copy of the chosen card. Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting. Too expensive. Now it's 2-mana burst speed. Okay. Seems good. Camp for the Doubt. 5/4 to 6/5. When I'm summoned, if you've targeted allies 6 times this game, grant me a bunch of stuff. When I'm summoned, if you've targeted allies in 4 rounds this game, grant me Spell Shield Overwhelm Challenger on 6. So if you target on 2, 3, 4, and 5, then he can come down on 6 leveled. Makes sense. Seems good. We didn't like that they also asked you to track 2 different but very similar forms of targeting allies. It was all okay, so it's a consistency change as well. Cool. Camp 4 is now a possible win con, I guess. These are permanent buffs, by the way. Spell Shield Overwhelm Challenger, so that's actually a pretty decent card. This patch, we're introducing the first suite of gameplay UX changes we're colloquially referring to as Premonition. What? Oh, it's this thing up here, showing how much damage Nexus will take and showing what will happen on the board. Units are gonna die, so it's cracked. Unit no longer gonna die, no more crack. So it just makes things a little bit easier to see at a glance. Okay. Oh, plus 1 HP. I like that. Oh, that's pretty. I mean, it's just a quality of life change. That's pretty cool. Nexus Health, Pre-Visualization, Unit Destruction. Yep. Cool. Alright, Champion Skins. This is in fact Shen. Infernal Shen, Alternate Art, New Level Up Animation.
On the job. They are under my protection.
Alright, he like ulted into the volcano. Alright, report my top laner. He's literally inting. He's ulting into volcano. We got... Whoa, Infernal Kennen looks awesome. Not that I like Kennen in Legends of Runeterra at all, but damn, that looks cool. Infernal Board, too. Wow. Infernal Kennen, alternate art, new effects for Mark of the Storm. Okay. Infernal Pantheon. Yo, that is wicked. That is so cool. Infernal Galio. Wow, Galio getting a skin already. Damn, that is so sick. Infernal Swain. Whoa, and he's got the cool like bat looking things. Instead of his crows, he's got like pyro bats. Yo, this level up art's so good. The board looks so good. Magma Chamber. Oh, I get it. That's the map from League of Legends that never got released. Magma Poro, that's cute. Magma Shark, that's cute. Magma Silverwing, it's cute. Magma Back, that's cool. It's giving me like Ragnos vibes. I like that. Cool. Damn. Okay, I see you. Update loading screen. Okay. Revised. Inaccurate description of Yumi's level 2 ability. Previously, the description implied that she would gain 2/2 and level up her level 2 stats as well as the bonus rather than the intended 1/1. I see. Fix a few crashes. Nice. Pantheon. Can we fix the scarab bug? If you end the game with level 3 Nasus, you just hear scarabs in your ear constantly. Can we take that out? It doesn't seem like it, so we're gonna have to deal with scarabs for another patch. Whoa, okay, that's really sick. There's a lot of changes and a couple new cards too. First time I've seen that. That's exciting. I think elites are gonna have a good little bump with the Jarvan. Sucks that Vanguard Sergeant got nerfed though. I think Victor got a nice buff. I think Sheriff Lariat Rose is a huge card. I think Quicksand's the best buff in the entire patch for sure. Bandle City got smacked. Darkness got smacked. Lurk got smacked. Mechul's got reworked, which is really weird. I'll try it though. I'll keep playing my Rumble Scion deck, see how it feels. Paiku got smacked. Panth got smacked. Nara got smacked. Azir got a nice buff. Yeah, I'm playing Sundisk. I'm a Sundisk gamer. And Aphelios got rebuffed, so maybe we see the return of Zoe Aphelios. That's gonna be cool. Alright, it looks like that's everything. So yeah, that's it for this one. Please like and subscribe if you thought this video was informative or entertaining. It really helps me out since I'm still trying to grow. I'll be releasing more deck profiles, guides, and gameplay highlights in the near future. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters!